Hello everyone, welcome back to FX 20 Pips. Today is Friday, the 26th of May 2023. Time is now 2:30 p.m. GMT plus 8 my time. Today I start on the weekly time frame. For those who join me the first time, we are looking at GBPUSD and I'm currently at the weekly chart. Just to recap, alright, GBPUSD has been on a bullish trend. Alright, we are now at the retracement side. So I'm just looking at how far these three candles has retraced. Alright, so I will use a fib, okay, to measure the retracement from here until here. So let's take a look. So the fib here to here, let me just bring it to the center. Alright, so it seems like as of today, price has retraced, okay, and has reached the 38.2 level. Let me just remove the candlestick. There you go. So rebounded at 38.2% level. Now, if this trend is a strong trend, then this could be the continuous on the upside. Okay, based on experience. Now, however, if there is a possibility that it might go further down, right, or even at this level, or this level, or this level. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is we are at one of the levels where we should be taking a very strong and good look at it. Okay, so now we have an idea that price has crossed this level where the lowest is here, isn't it? So at this stage, at the current stage, just by looking at this candle, you know that if the price were to drop anything below this level, there's a higher probability of it coming back to here or going down, right? Okay, if not, then you have to make the assumption that price may start to go up. We don't know. Alright, my point is we are at a level that we need to look at it carefully. However, today is Friday and it's only left with less than 24 hours of play before we goes into the weekend where the market stop. Another major uncertainty is the US debt ceiling, which is going to play a major role next week, okay, because it seems to be like it's not a deadline, but the US Treasury is saying that around 1st of June, okay, so it says around, it could be after, a few more days after 1st of June, that they won't be able to make payment to their requirement if the government doesn't want to raise the debt ceiling. Now that is the US domestic, politics issue, but whatever its outcome is going to have a big major impact, very big major impact if they don't raise the debt ceiling. All right, so we don't know how it's going to end up, okay, whether this will go up here or this will go down, but we are at this not critical but important area. Alright, so with the uncertainty in mind, I really got no idea where it will go. Alright, but taking away the fundamental issue, if you look at technical side, we are bullish. Alright, and hopefully this is what I want to see. So in order for GBP to go up, that means the USD got to be weak. Yeah, so that's the idea. All right, let's go down to the lower time frame. If some of you are doing scalping, all right, let's just remove this one. So we can go to the 8 hours for a start. Let me bring back the range box. So we are now doing the daily routine activities, all right? So this is something that I always do, and it's a habit, it's a behavior. Before I enter a trade on anything, I try to get this routine set up first. Okay, this is the previous 8 hours range box. I have not changed anything yet. Okay, but having a look now, seems that this was the previous one. First candle came out, close, second candle and third candle. Well, it's pretty obvious that this is no longer of any help to us now, this range box. So we need to change and move the range box. And this is how I'm going to do it. So I can see that price came down and go up again. And it seems to be affected by this indecisive candle. Alright, indecisive because we have a very small body. Okay, however, it closed at the bottom of this long candle. Alright, now so what I'm going to do is I am going to move the range box to cover this area. Alright, so let's do that. So now we have the new range box here, and based on my theory, we have the first candle that closed outside and the second candle closed back above. Alright, so this range box, this new range box is still valid. Alright. Okay, so the next thing we do is we can go down to the 1 hour time frame and do our daily buy and sell zone. Right, so this is the lowest point of the Asia session. Frankfurt has opened, and this is the highest point here. Let's do the bottom part here, which is pretty much easy. Alright, so what we can do is today's low. Okay, at the first instance, I will put the sell zone here. Okay, but you can see that yesterday low is not far from here. Alright, so I can also put the low here and draw another line here. So this could be my second zone. Then the idea you need to think about is, if you want to sell, alright, you want to sell at a higher price and buy back at the lowest price. Alright, so it then makes sense for you to put the range box here, which is much higher than this one, isn't it? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Where's the box? Draw the box here. There we go. This will be my sell zone. Alright. So when the price come back down, come near to the sell zone, I have to make a decision whether I want to sell, okay, or wait for the second candles to give me a confirmation sell before I do any further actions. Alright, so based on your own personality, your own risk, you need to decide what to do. Alright, now the next thing is to look at the top part. Okay, the high of today is still being developed by Frankfurt candle. Right, we have 20 minutes to go. Right, so at this stage, I can draw this, say this is the high, the ongoing low is here, then I extend the box. Okay, let's zoom in much more. Okay, this could be the high here, right? But because this is ongoing, so I might use the high at this stage and maybe use this high here. Alright, Alternatively, I can don't draw this one. I will wait for what happens when London open. Okay, to make a decision. Alright, but let's see if we can find something in the 30 minutes. So based on the 30 minutes, this is the high. It closed here. This candle open, went up, and seems to be going down a bit now. Alright, so and furthermore on the sell side, this seems to be valid based on this one and here. So there's no change on the sell side. Alright. Now what we can do is here and here, and this will be my buy zone, right? You can do it this way. Come down to the 30 minutes and look at it. Alright, if you can't find anything on the 1 hour, and of course if you can't find anything on the 30 minutes, then you don't draw it. Alright, you just gotta wait a while, be patient, and see how the price develops. Okay, so if you have been earlier, much earlier, this could be your buy zone, isn't it? Before Frankfurt open, when this candle is not here, right? So really depends on what time you come into the chart, what time you look at it, right? So, but usually I try to do it before London open, like now. So this is actually quite a good time to do it. So here we have the buy and sell zone. Okay, so this is based on the 30 minutes. Okay, some of you might want to wait for this time to count down before you make a decision. It's up to you. Alright, so I'll just leave it there and see how it goes. Alright. Yes, and the usual previous day. Let's do the previous day. Alright. So previous day high is here. Previous day low. We got the midpoint here. Right. There you go. Okay. So just at a glance, price is trying to break above previous day midpoint. Okay, so this sort of gives you an idea of where is the possible resistance at this stage. Alright. Is there a trend line that we can draw? Any trend line on the 8 hours? So this is a higher time frame trend line. 0.1. .2. Okay, it's just a simple trend line. 0.1, 0.2, 2 points give you a straight line. Okay, so if you are bullish, take note of this line. Alright, so when price go above this 8 hours range, okay, just take note that there will be seller based on this 8 hours box. There will be seller based on this trend line. Okay. Now, if this is broken, you need to remember that the first breakout always fails. Not always. There's a higher probability of first breakout fails, and then it might just come back down. Right, just like this, first breakout, higher probability of it failing, so it went back up. Okay, so this is how I analyze it. Of course, if the first breakout comes here, Then there's indecisive, and then if it breaks again, breaking above the first breakout, then very high chance it will go up. Okay, to the next resistance, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, or even resisted by this 50 SMA. All right. That's on the technical chart. All right. But again, I would say today is Friday, so I wouldn't put too much into it due to next week uncertainty. All right. So there are some of these things that you need to consider whether you want to trade today, whether is it worth trading today. Let's go back to 1 hour. Okay, so the 1 hour, 50 SMA could be here. So again, we might have a small little resistance unless it's pushed through. Once it pushed through, then we might be looking at here. All right. And then if it goes back to Monday opening, right, that means the weekly candle is just going to be if, all right. Currently the weekly candle is just bearish with the wick like this. Okay, if price is going to keep going up, I said today, and come back close around here, this will be your weekly candle for this week, meaning that there's still a lot of indecisiveness. Right, so you got to think about how today, Friday, is going to affect the look of a weekly candle. All right, so that's some idea for you to think about. Bearing in mind the over the news is about the US debt ceiling. Okay, so this is the daily routine, 8 hours, break and buy sell zone, do the daily high, mid, and low points. Okay, so I shall leave it here, and hope to see you either the weekend on Sunday or early Monday, okay, before the London session starts. Alright guys, that's all for today, and enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.